There's a major shakeup at Boeing tonight. CEO Dennis Muilenburg has been forced out in the ongoing fallout from the 737 MAX 8 jets. The MAX 8 was a workhorse in the global air travel industry until it was grounded earlier this year in the wake of two crashes. In October 2018, a Lion Air jet with 189 passengers and crew went down near Indonesia. Then in March, an Ethiopian Airlines flight crashed shortly after takeoff, killing all 157 people on board, including 18 Canadians. Both crashes were linked to faults with the plane's technology. Now, Muilenburg may be out, but is that enough to stop the crisis that has damaged the company's reputation? Mike Armstrong reports.
It wasn't much of a goodbye. Boeing's board of directors announcing with a statement Monday morning CEO Dennis Muilenburg was resigning effective immediately. The board saying a change of leadership was necessary, quote, to restore confidence in the company moving forward as it works to repair relationships with regulators, customers, and all other stakeholders. Well, each of those relationships is deeply damaged. Analysts say a decisive action was needed. Pushing Muilenburg out is an attempt to shed a figure who's been in the middle of controversy for months.
Those pilots never had a chance.
It was Muilenburg, who was the face of the company, grilled by lawmakers in October.
I want you to know that we carry those memories with us every day.
Muilenburg's apology was made with some of the victims' families sitting behind him, including two families from Ontario.
I think the biggest tragedy for me, and I fell apart a little bit in there, was just realizing over and over again that this was preventable.
Now, Muilenburg has admitted mistakes were made. Pilots should have been given more information about the MCAS flight system being blamed for the two deadly crashes. He even admitted knowing there were problems with the system before the second crash. Well, with its planes glued to the ground, Boeing announced last week it will suspend production of the 737 MAX in January. Workers will still be paid. They'll just be moved to other jobs, at least temporarily. Analyst Scott Hamilton says he expects the plane won't be in the air for 3 to 6 months, and if that happens, says the crisis will hurt more than just Boeing.
Boy, you're going to see employees furloughed without pay. You're going to see a ripple effect down through the supply chain. You're going to see a ripple effect through the U.S. economy.
Boeing has flown hundreds of test flights in recent months, but it hasn't convinced the regulator it's safe. The reports the FAA felt undue pressure from Boeing to recertify the aircraft and that there were tensions between Muilenburg and the head of the FAA. Getting the planes back in the air might have been even tougher with Muilenburg still there. Mike Armstrong, Global News, Montreal.